Okay, I'm back. I figured out why it wasn't labeling. Um, so if you go pick like one of them, oh, hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. Sometimes if I let my already sit too long, it times out on me. So if I click on the thing on the base course there, so I didn't have the callouts filled out. That's why it wasn't labeling correctly. Except for the westbound, it's not picking up the binder course for some reason. So, but that's okay. We can go ahead and move on. Like I said, I have eastbound all done, so we can start labeling. Go into our civil labeler. Whoops. I didn't want to move the view. I wanted to move civil labeler up here out of the way. So pick on typical sections. Everything's fine. Dimension style override should be pointing to typical sections. We can hit place. So I can come in here and I can select the surface course. Let's see, now it's going to do it to me again. Alright, so gonna make a liar out of me today. Okay, so there's surface cores. We can do base cores. I might have that one labeled wrong. Yeah, that would be base cores up there. Five. So then I can go over to this one. Let's try doing this again. So see, when it's not picking up, it'll do that test stuff. So let's do this one. I don't know why it's not picking all those up, but I'll go out here and do the everything works fine until you go to record a video. So okay, so there. See, that shouldn't say test. That should say six and six, and then bag shoulder. See, those should be like that. And why it's not picking them up now all of a sudden. This one I know it's going to do test or nothing because I don't have anything set on that one. I'll show you another typical section drawing I got here in a minute. So once you're done labeling everything, if it's not picking something up, then you're going to have to go back to your corridor model, see why it's not picking it up. See, I have a 6 and 6 in that one. I don't know. Sometimes these callouts are very finicky and they don't want to pick anything up correctly. See, that one's still picking up test. That one's still picking up test. So then once you're done labeling everything, you can go to your sheet. Now typically I tell you not to label in your sheet, but in this case we're going to run a report, and it's called typical section legend. Pick on it, let it spin up for a minute. It may take a little bit. And it's acting funky today. Everything's not running correctly, so let's go down. So I should be able to run the report and see if it's picking anything up. Let's see, it's picking everything up that I've got in here. So I can move this dialog out of the box. This is what the report's going to look like. so I can go back to this dialog box and hit place as a table. Make sure it's on the report and it's typical section legend. Give it a minute to generate the report. Then I can place the report. One thing I like to do is I'll highlight the report. I'll change the color to 0. And then if I need to edit the text size, so I come in and see what my text size is set to. So it's set to 100 bold center. I think text is supposed to be 140 or 175 or tables. So just scroll down and pick it. 140 bold center bottom. Or let's do 175. 175 bold center bottom. And you notice it really screws up my table, but that's all right. So we still have our table highlighted. Just do a refresh data. That's it. Puts the table in there. Then we can go to our normal drawing tools and go move and pick that table up and move it over inside our border. And now you see the table's all healed. So it gives us our typical section callout number. We fill those out. It gives us our thickness, our coded pay item number, and the description. So that's all I have for you on typical sections. So before I go, let me jump over to a different drawing that I've been messing around with so you can see how it labels. So if I go out, go to my sheets, and open typical section.dgn. So here's the drawing model. I don't know if it'll do it on this side or not. I don't know if it's picking it up because it's a westbound. There's surface course, base course. Let's do a test, see if it'll label it correctly. Wording gets finicky sometimes, and I see that one's going to label correctly. There's one. It's not going to pick up the base course, the binder course, so there's 3. Whoops. Let's go place again. That's 4. That one's 5. I don't have the shoulders on this side. I do have them on this side. So I got 7 pointing to that one. If I come in and zoom in, there should be I don't know if it'll let me do it or if I'll need to relabel it. Okay, it'll let me do it. So there's 7. That one's pointing to 7. If I click on it, you see it's 7 6 inches, 7 6 inches. Then if I jump over to my sheet, you see I've got my table. So that's it for typical sections. It's not perfect, but it does work. So if you run into a little problem or something, email me. I'll see if I can help you solve it. It may be something simple. It may be something that's just we can't figure out. So thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and I'm probably going to do a whole series on cover sheet. This is typical sections. I'll do detail sheet, how to do alignment ties and benchmark. I'll do plan and profile, I'll do cross sections. I'll do a whole series on plan production. So stay tuned.